It's a look into a narrative of a possibility of someone's life. Yo guys, here we are in, if you can hear me, Oxford Circus. I haven't really shown you much of London, I guess, since I've been here, but here we are. But I'm not actually showing you London as such, or you know, part of it. I'm actually going to an exhibition. So yeah, an exhibition at Unit London, which is a gallery, sort of a gallery opening, kind of a last minute thing. Hence, I don't know, it's a bit ad hoc. Let's see where we end up, what's gonna happen. Don't know what I'm gonna do afterwards, but yeah, for now it's just let's get out of the studio and go look at somebody else's art for a change. Yeah, so the two shows, one is, it's a double bill opening show thing at Unit. One is Mauro Martinez, I think I'm saying that right, and the other one is Nicolas Holiber. So again, I think I'm saying that right, but yeah, anyway, both painters. I think Mauro is kind of quite realistic, or like kind of semi-realistic, kind of situational, I would call it. So kind of a, you know, of rooms and things, but I guess within a modern context, so modern items within a room, like a bedroom or something, yeah, which kind of sets the scene, or sets a time, an era, E-R-A, you know, in time, to kind of, I guess, it's kind of this beacon with what is happening in the world at the time. That makes sense. The other one looks a bit more figurative. I wouldn't say gestural, but like big brush strokes, like very thick, kind of almost, what is it, impastio, you know, thick. Might be going that way. It's off Hanover Square, by the way, if you didn't know. What was that? I think that was Regent Street, or Oxford Street. That might have actually been Oxford Street. There's lovely women's clothes, lots of colour. Obviously summer is coming, spring is here. People want the colour now. But yeah, anyway, going this way. This is, no, that's Cavendish Square. Stand by. See, we're going that way now. Quite strange because I never really vlogged in London with so many people. Like kind of, I think, other periods or other places I've been, even within London, have kind of been a bit more controlled and not like totally out in public like this. I don't really care. I think after running around with my big new camera in green light, in Hastings, and getting yelled at a couple of times randomly, I think, you know, like I've been here in London, like people don't even notice generally. I'm sure they do, but they've also got enough of their own mess to get on with. Yeah. Okay, so I think this is Hanover Square. That was Cavendish Square. Square, you know. I don't know. The square fits and all that. No, it still says it's a bit further that way. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, this is yeah, but it's on the other side of it. All the way over there. So yeah, I was just kind of sign off there. Might do a little, like, you know, I'll do some videos inside there. It's the opening, so there's going to be probably a lot of people. I did, like RSVP, but I RSVP'd like an hour ago. So I'm assuming I'm on the list. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, while I'm in there, a lot of people, I probably won't know anybody, and yeah, I don't want to film loads of people that I don't know in a confined space. It's more about the art, really, for me, and kind of even just getting out and vlogging, really. So yeah, cool. see you probably on the outside after, and then I don't know what we're going to do. Just before I go in, or as I'm going in, just to like, you know, cement it in your mind, I'm going to Unit, London, on Hanover Square, London, obviously. And the two shows, double show opening, which is Nicolas, Holiber and Mauro Martinez, if I pronounced those names correctly. Okay, going over there, look there, over there, it's over there. So, that was Unit, London. Mauro Martinez and Nicolas Holiber. Holiber. Probably mispronouncing it once again, but you know. Great shows actually, both on till the 28th of May, so depending on when I kind of get this video out, you may still have time to see it. I will put like links and info down in the description about it. But yeah, quite nice shows. Actually, nice is a terrible word, but yeah, quite good shows, I think. Like in terms of painting, and just, I mean, Unit gallery itself, and I'm just going to walk around here. Unit London itself, you know, usually has quite contemporary works, and this is very much shown there, where, although, you know, I mean, painting for me, I guess the subjects that they've put or create or been inspired by or put in their work really kind of makes painting relevant again. You know, sometimes I do find, or you know, there is this kind of sentence that gets thrown around: painting is dead. But like in both, I think in both cases, both artists, I think actually pulled it off quite well. Well, their kind of, you know, their way of using the medium for one, but also I think their subject matter kind of does quite well. Oh, hang on, what should I say? So I think maybe that like the one, so I think maybe the one upstairs, so that's Nicolas Holiber. So his stuff is the like very, they actually use the word visceral, very like you know, big textures, you know, the use of this, it's actually like an acrylic medium, so like you either mix acrylic paint with this medium, and it makes it like quite stiff, kind of, I guess, like a meringue, let's say, or yeah, some sort of, yeah, like Play-Doh, right? So it's like very thick, coming off, like massive textures, and I think just that, you know, that in itself, although it gets used quite a lot, although, you know, I have seen it in quite a lot of examples of painting, like for me, I feel that is a step towards advancing. Like it's a newer technology that, although it is used, like it's I feel it's still quite a current and kind of, in terms of painting as a technology or as a way to represent things. I feel that it really, it's still quite current. It's still quite, it's new. It's new. That's, I guess, what I'm trying to say. It's contemporary, right? And then I just think then, then it's a very old-fashioned, shall we say, subject matter. Portraits, people, one, two, a group of people. So in that respect, it still holds on to the tradition of painting, which I find, great. It brings painting into the contemporary world. The other one, Mauro, Martinez, so that's the downstairs one. I like that as well. A bit quite in your face, quite graphic, quite suggestive, I guess. A lot of the pieces were to do with some sort of like virtual reality cyber porn type thing. Yes, and kind of the idea, or I guess this idea of, I guess it's I don't know this, but it's, whether it's his life or it's a look into a narrative of a possibility of someone's life, so it's, whether it's imagined or whether it's real, I'm not sure. Like, I can't speak for Mauro. But quite a lot of them are quite a lot of the paintings are very much based around technology. They're based around VR in particular, based around kind of, I guess, technology-based sort of like VR porn sex something. One painting which is kind of, I guess, the showcase piece, shall we say, the biggest piece there, is like an image that does have a VR headset in it, so it's painted. I'll get to the way it's painted in a sec, but VR, there's like what looks like bottles of urine, so obviously he's been at the computer, probably in VR for a very long time. There's in some sort of I guess VR 6 device thing, and then there's like kind of a screen with like cartoon porn or like anime porn, I guess. And I think that theme actually of cartoon is quite interesting. And like, if you think of it, the idea of a cartoon, games, these things are kind of, they're very much an idea or associated with adolescents or children, right? And then obviously you've brought in the darkness, or a dark take on it, which is the pornography, sex. I mean, if you want to look at it in that way, obviously there is other ways of looking at that. I guess it's an idea of taboos, but it's sexualizing cartoons, sexualizing games, technology, but I think also making fun of it. It's very much, they're not to be taken too seriously, but I do, so the way they're painted is almost photorealistic, but like from my eye or my like recollection of some sort of, or how I can associate, or what I associate it with, is actually, I mean, for the most part, a lot of them, they're not photorealistic. They are realistic, but some of them, particularly this one that I was just talking about, seem to me to be more the background image within like an anime, so like a Japanese cartoon background, which I don't know if you've seen them, if you've not seen them. Like usually it's, there's the character which kind of is sitting on top of the background, which is a bit more painterly. The cartoon character is kind of a bit more, I guess, abstracted. Sorry, there's some crazy lady, or not crazy, some lady feeding all the pigeons and everything. I don't think you're really supposed to do that here, but feeding the pigeons, also feeding the seagulls and the crows. And I don't think the crows and the seagulls get along very well. So there is a bit of chaos going on over there. But I digress. So what am I saying? Both, I feel, great shows, great examples of contemporary painting. Yeah, I think, both shows, I think Unit London has done well to kind of pull those two shows together. The artists are doing well, I would say, within their practice to keep it current, to keep it relevant, to keep it contemporary. So yeah, quite happy I went to the show. That'll do, I think. Don't know what I'm doing now. Yeah, so I'll just sign off here for now. So, if you like this, or just give me some comments down below. What do you think of the work? I filmed quite a bit of it. Obviously there's a lot of people there. I filmed a bit of the people. Don't like getting too much people, just make them a bit uncomfortable. But I guess if you're at a private view, you kind of expect to be filmed. Obviously, if people ask me not to film, I will definitely adhere to their wishes. Nobody asked that, nobody objected. So, I'm like, people filming me, people taking photos. It's for me, unless objected, it's better for you. Obviously, it's better for the art, for the gallery, for the artists, for culture in general, to kind of be able to share stuff like this, whether it's in photographs which are shared with friends, photographs which are shared on Instagram, videos, blogs, which I'm doing. I find that outweighs the need to worry too much about people's privacy, unless they object, of course. Anyway, ramble. Great shows. Yep. If you like this, subscribe, like, comment down below. Until the next one, keep on drifting.